Hey guys, welcome to the Shaadi Podcast. My name is Mo. I am from SNK Works Photography.
Hey guys, my name is Sahej. I am a wedding planner and a wedding designer with the Wedding Project.
Hey guys, so if you haven't noticed yet, we've changed our name.
Yeah, we're called the Shaadi Podcast now because most of our clients are South Asian.
Absolutely. For us, my market for SNK Works, 90% of our clients are South Asian. Yeah, 90%. So it's a good chunk of my market.
Yeah, I would
So,
say around 70% of mine. I love doing fusion weddings. So I think fusion weddings is my main market.
yeah.
But yeah, that does fall into the South.
South Asian, yeah. So our core demographic is more South Asian. So we wanted to cater a little bit more closer to what where you're more comfortable with and all that. So yeah. So the new name, Shaadi Podcast. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Apple Podcast, Spotify. I don't even like any type of media out there. We're on there. So links are all down below in the description.
Yeah, by the way, if you're watching us on YouTube, you can just listen to us, look at the description. You can go on Apple, Spotify, and wherever. If you're listening to us on one of those platforms, you can watch us on YouTube. So, again, we're on all the platforms, and let's get on with today's episode.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are we talking about today?
Today, we're going to be talking about tips on getting your best engagement pictures from the one and only Mo from SNK Works.
Thank you. No, I'm actually really excited to talk about this. Engagement photos are actually probably one of my favorite things about the wedding industry. It allows me to connect with my clients. I get to meet you guys before we do your wedding. It's a lot less stressful for the couple as well when we're doing the engagement session, right? It's a lot more fun. We're energetic. Everyone's excited. You get to dress up and have like a day with me and all that stuff. So there's a lot of really good energy when we do the
Okay,
engagement
so
shoots.
give us some tips on how we can get the best
Yeah,
engagement pictures.
absolutely. So a good first tip would be choosing a location that's impactful and meaningful, right? I completely dislike going to a random park, just clicking photos just because it's a convenient park or anything like that, right? I like to have something that's meaningful for my clients. So if you, let's say, whenever you do get engaged, right, I would love to do your engagement photos in an area that's meaningful. And I'll give you an example, right? So we did an engagement shoot for one of my couples last year. On their first date, they went actually kayaking in the Potomac, right? So I'm sure if you guys are in the DC area, everyone's gone to Georgetown at one point or another. And during the summertime, they have those little kayak places right on the Potomac. So that was their first date. For the engagement session, they wanted to kind of somehow incorporate that, right?
That's a kind of a scary first day. What if she falls? Are you jumping in to help her?
I mean, maybe they were both adventurous type individuals, right? Right. So it depends on the couple. But, we're talking about engagement sessions right now, not their first dates. Okay. We could do an episode on first date advice. But right now, so engagement sessions, right? So we chose Georgetown for their engagement session. I scouted the location out beforehand. We found this beautiful, I want to say beautiful, but we found this unique little spot, right? It overlooked Crystal City. You got a nice little
Oh, I know. I've
graffiti
seen this on your
walkway. Yeah.
Instagram.
So it was such a spectacular location and all that
Yeah,
stuff,
it
right?
was a really cool spot.
And it was meaningful for them. They really enjoyed it. They enjoyed being there. They got to create some of the first date vibes and all that stuff, and it helps them reminisce into their first date and all
Yeah,
that, right?
I remember one of the times. So as a planner, for some, if you guys have hired a planner, they will actually help you with the engagement shoot. Also, depending on what you have booked them for. One of the first dates was in an arcade. Like I think it was Dave and Buster's, but I'm not sure, but something like that. And we did an engagement shoot there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, pictures came out so fun and so cool. So like completely different than your regular engagement
Exactly.
pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. I think location, right? And it doesn't need to be over the top, right? It could be we've done a park bench, right, in Ashburn, right? It was meaningful for them. We got amazing photos, and it's something that you're always going to have with you as well. It's a kind of it's a memory that is snapped, and you can always kind of take the memories that you created there forever with you and all.
100%. Yeah, 100%. I think engagement pictures are more fun.
Yep.
And more chill and relaxed than the wedding day pictures. So that's what I would say is get your makeup and hair done by a professional. You know, you want these are might be the pictures you love more than the wedding pictures. You want to get these printed and put on your wall. So get your makeup and hair done.
Pause. I'm going to interrupt you real quick.
Okay.
Their wedding pictures are going to be just as epic as their engagement photos.
If you have Mo, yes.
Yeah. So, but continue now. Hair and makeup, absolutely. I think it adds a level of professionalism to your look. It adds a look, it makes it a little bit more dramatic. I think that's the right word. What do you think?
Just more better. Pictures are going to come out nicer. The makeup, again, we always recommend getting a professional for your wedding as well, because the type of makeup they use, the type of, the way they do it, they're professionals. They know what they're doing to make your pictures come out the best.
Absolutely. And I think in our coming episodes, I'm going to drop a little sneak peek for you guys. I think we're going to have a makeup artist on the show really soon. And I'm sure she'll be giving us some good tips on why to use a professional makeup artist at a engagement session as well.
No, for sure. We're going to be having a lot of guests and makeup artists. I love makeup artists because sometimes in real life, you look at the person, you're like, they don't look too good, so much makeup, but in pictures, they look so much.
Yeah, because how light is captured, like highlights, contours, and by no means am I a specialist in makeup and all that stuff, but I can tell you, highlights, contours, how colors blend, blushes, and all that stuff make a big difference in photos.
So you know a little bit.
I do. I mean, I work with them every single week, right? But having a good understanding of a makeup artist's opinion on how to design your face makes a big difference.
Oh, design your face. I like that line.
Design your face. Yeah.
Okay. What else?
Right. So makeup is important. Hair is important. Outfits. Let's say we choose this beautiful location, right? So let's take a winery, right? You wouldn't want to walk up into a winery with a bathing suit. Right? Yeah. So you kind of dress according to your location, right? So if we're doing a photo shoot in a museum, right? Dress up a little bit, blazer, khakis with a polo or something along those lines.
Don't wear shorts.
Exactly,
to
right?
the nice museum. Or if you're going to DC, yeah. Also, speaking about outfits, yes, they have to match the theme, but try them on before. See if they fit. I know for weddings, people do that, but for the engagement shoot as well, I've seen some people, they get their outfit a day before, and on the day they're not happy or it doesn't fit them, and they only see that after they get their pictures. So make sure you're trying on those outfits and you look good in them.
Not only look good, right? Also be comfortable in your outfits. I think that is probably one of the most important things. We're walking around, we're exploring, we're, trying different things. Be comfortable with your outfit. Don't just wear something just because, you saw someone else wearing it and it looked great on them or anything like that, right? Be comfortable with it, be confident in it. And it really does show in the photos as well.
Yeah, for sure. Also, another suggestion I would give is make a mood board on Pinterest of shots, even for your wedding too. Anytime you're getting a photo shoot done, have some poses picked out and maybe practice them at home.
100% practice. I think that is probably, if I can give you one tip for your wedding or your engagement shoot, or anytime you're doing any type of photo, video related stuff, practice the shoot, right? Practice some of these poses. There's been countless times where we've gone out there. Most couples aren't familiar with being in front of a camera. This is usually their first time experiencing having someone give you instructions and all that stuff, right? It gets awkward at first, but practice these poses, get used to them, get comfortable. Looking at your significant other, laughing with them, kissing them, whatever you guys want to do in your photos.
Yeah, they don't have to be done by a professional. Have a friend, take them on a phone, and you look at the picture, pose, get comfortable with that pose. It can be in any outfits. It can be in sweatpants.
Yep.
But you practicing that pose that you really like on a picture is get that pose down so you can do it perfectly when you're all dressed and on the day of.
Yeah, and it'll save us time as well. So we can do more things with you guys, do a lot more pictures and all that.
And instead of showing that Pinterest picture, you can show that sweatpants picture exactly in that pose of you
100%.
guys to
Yeah.
the photographer. Hey, this is what we want to do. You'll be more comfortable. The photographer will be more comfortable taking that.
So a little bit more about the mood board, right? So mood board is also really important to get an understanding of your aesthetics, right? If you're looking for like a very vibrant, colorful, very saturated image, create your mood boards around that, right? If you want a more moody, darker, more dramatic look, share those type of images with us so we have an understanding. Hey, this particular client is looking for X type of style and all that, right? So we can deliver a lot more based off of your vision on how you want your engagement photos to look like. That kind of leads me into our next tip, right? Communicate your vision with your photographer, right? Don't expect your photographer just to show up and be like, hey, we're going to do this, this, and this, and that, right? At the end of the day, we want to make sure that you're satisfied with what we're capturing. So communicate that with us. Hey, this is a vision that I have. I want to do, X, Y, and Z, and we'll help create that, right? Not every photographer will have the exact style you're looking for. Hopefully you pick the photographer that matches your style as closely as possible, but make sure that you communicate that ideal look that you're trying to achieve.
Yeah, and I mean, most importantly, this is your engagement shoot after all. Have fun, let loose, don't think about it too much. Let the photographer do their job. So you just chill, lay back, and don't stress. Again, if you have the shot list, that'll help you not be stressed. But most importantly, we want you guys to have fun and be happy and have these pictures come out natural. What do you think?
Yeah, I know, absolutely. I think that is probably another really helpful tip, right? Having fun in your engagement shoot is a make it or break it type of thing, right? If you're loose with your significant other, you're playing around, having a good time, it really leads to a lot more candid, more fun moments, right?
I think that might be easier also, like again we said, in a park.
Yep.
You can only do so much in a park. So if you pick a location where it's more involved, when you're doing more activities or something like that, you could.
Like a date night photo session, right? Like there's, I think we'll probably talk about this in a future episode, but like candid versus posed photography, right? Both of them are very, sought after. My personal opinion, it's usually, hey, we'll get you in a general pose, but then I want to have you guys bring your personality into it, right? And kind of catch the moments in between. It kind of adds that candid flair, but you're kind of in that general pose location
I like
as
that.
well.
I love that.
Yeah, so it allows you to shine, let your personality shine a little bit more. So definitely have fun, show your personality. If you're a goofy, silly, outgoing person, bring that in front of the camera. Bring all that energy to your engagement session.
Yeah. What about props like flowers? If you're having an engagement shoot, bring a bouquet of flowers. That could add a lot of dimension to the pictures.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So a couple of things that I recommend bringing to your engagement session, right? Florals always look great, right? Rings, right? If you have your engagement ring, please be wearing it, right? We get some amazing ring shots depending on where your location is and all that stuff. We've had, even like for our South Asian couples, right? We've done charpais. So that's what it's called, right? The bed little thing with the 4 legs on it.
That's a word, one of the words
Yeah,
for it.
charpai. Yeah, so we've done, some really traditional Punjabi style photo shoots as well for engagement sessions. Bring those fun props out, right? What's the clay pots? I'm horrible with matkes and all that stuff. Yeah.
So you could. Hey, again, talking about theme, you could do a whole Mehndi Sangeet style engagement
Correct.
shoot. You can get as detailed as what this you want.
Yeah, so bring props, bring things that you're enthusiastic about. And again, we are here to communicate with you guys, share your vision, and we want to make sure that we create the vision that you guys have.
Yeah, another tip, like let's say if you're a doctor, bring your stethoscope with you. That will personalize it, and if you will love it. Some pictures you don't have to have it on. Some pictures you can have it on. Your friends will like it. It will be super cool.
No, absolutely. So these were some of the tips that I had.
Yeah, one of the last tips I would say is the timing of the year is pretty important. Pre-plan that as
true.
well. Do you want fall type pictures? Do you want wedding day you can only do so much. That's your wedding day. Engagement pictures is something you can actually plan and change it out. Winter, fall, spring, summer.
Yeah, no, absolutely. If you want, those beautiful, creamy, orange fall pictures, guess what? You have time to plan that out before your wedding and all that stuff, right? Springtime, it makes really great for like, cherry blossom photos, garden vibes and all that stuff. Summertime, beach photos, sunset at the beach, like those are some epic engagement photo locations as well. So,
Nice, nice. Yeah, this was very good. I hope you guys found this helpful on how to get your best engagement pictures. This is Sahej from the Wedding Project, and today you're listening to us on the Shaadi Podcast.
all right, guys, thank you for joining. And as always, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Peace out.